Hello, welcome back to Ratropolis. I think I want to play Merchant Leader Plus today. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna play Merchant Leader Plus today. We only saw one of the new cards. I want to see all of them. I think there's 4. And we didn't win the Merchant Leader Plus round a few days ago, so we're gonna play this. We'll go back to the general here in a minute. But our run yesterday was pretty fun, I gotta tell you. I really liked it. You know, when I refer to it as yesterday, it's both correct for you and for me, because I recorded it yesterday and you would have seen it go up yesterday. I do not have a huge backlog, and by that I mean I record these like the day before. This and Monster Train go up, or get recorded the day before. I would probably record Monster Train in a much larger bulk, however, what I'm doing for Monster Train right now is not something that I necessarily think is very fun to watch. I've been, basically I just pause in the middle of every run and just like write a bunch of things down in spreadsheet. And it's... Oh, hey, this is on easy. Hang on. I knew I was gonna do this too. This is my bad. This is on easy. I played a quick run last night to work on the event guide. Yeah, I brought that up. I pulled it up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna finally work on the event guide for Ratropolis. And one of my guide sections was not finished. One of them, not finished. It was just, it's kind of like, you gotta understand, one of the main reasons that this event guide isn't out yet is because it is confusing as hell. Like, this event guide, I wish obviously I could just like take a picture of it and show it to you that way, the thing that I've written down, but like, that wouldn't help. Like, my guide is such a mess. Calling it a guide is kind of insulting, even, but there's 3 things that pop up on wave 1, and there's 5 endings, right? And you would think it would be pretty simple to get from point A to point B. However, it is a mess. It is such a mess. The thing that really throws me off about it is there's one major thing that I have a problem with the Ratropolis events, and it's the main reason that I've been slowed down. So, on wave 9, the event that pops up has... I'm going to play Fletcher here, yeah. Basically, there's like 3 events that have the same name and same effect, but they lead to different things. So, they're all called... Like, there's 2 that are both called Arrest This Coward. And this is the thing that confused me the most about the events in this game when I was making this guide initially. There's like 3 events called Arrest This Coward. However, Arrest This Coward from the Death Taxes path and Arrest This Coward from the Proper Burial Tax both lead to very different paths. But like they link back up later. And and does that sound confusing? Because let me tell you, try writing a flowchart with that in it on paper. It is just a lot of lines that don't make sense. So what I did is I was like, because initially I was like, oh yeah, what if I just make this in Excel? I've been working in Excel for my Monster Train stuff. Let me just try throwing down a few Excel in an Excel spreadsheet. Let's just write out all of the events and see what I can do. And I very quickly realized that without arrows drawn between the events, it's going to make no sense whatsoever. Like, the only thing I could maybe do with Excel is I could maybe like tag it like I could write it out and then tag each cell with like, this is where this cell leads to, right? So I could have like A1, and then in the cell A1 I could just be like, and this leads to A3. You see, but it's hard. I'm working on it. Maybe I will do it that way, because that way is a lot easier than what I'm going to do, which is make a flowchart. But this flowchart is going to be ugly, because it is not... It's not easy. I'm impressed. The more I think about and look at this thing, and the more I'm like, wow, this is nuts. Like, someone really sat down and went hard on this thing. That's crazy. But yeah, the events in this game, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, for me at this point, it's pretty straightforward. That's the other reason I haven't really made it more accessible, is because for myself, I don't even need the event guide. I literally just take the same event path every single time. You know the one. Please, just hit him. What are you guys doing? Thank you. Like, it's not even a thought anymore. It's automatic. If they ever change these, I'm gonna be so fucked. So I'm gonna have to relearn how I go about my event path. It's gonna be a mess. But for now, it's just, you know, top path all the way. But anyway, how you doing today? It is Tuesday for you. It is Monday for me. Monday? Yeah, it's Monday today. Hope you're doing well. I'm hanging in there. You know. The same as I ever am. I could have had such a great service run. Look at this. We got recontract. We got 3 ins on the first one. We got honey drink. Like, this run would have been popping for service. However, I decided against it. And that's okay. Probably. My population is not popping here. I don't really know what I've taken from the treasure chests. Like, I'm trying to figure that out right now. What did I take from all my treasure chests? Because, like, I wasn't taking houses, and I wasn't taking card removals. I guess I took card removals, but I've added a lot of cards, right? That must be it. Anyway, this jewel's gonna carry me here for a little bit, thankfully. But yeah, not much new with me. I've been going real hard on Monster Train. I've been trying to become good at that game. Closing in on being done with the Covenant climbing, which, if you don't know about Covenant, it's basically Ascension and Slay the Spire. Oh, this hurts. It's okay because we have Fletchers, but if we didn't have Fletchers, we would just be dead here. After losing that many, yeah, losing literally everyone there. Like, that is awful. But yeah, I've been going hard on Covenant climbing. I've been talking with some people in my chat, and we've more or less come to the agreement that so far, I don't know for sure because I haven't finished climbing yet, but like, the game is probably harder than Ascension 20 Slay the Spire. At the higher levels, the enemies just feel like maybe overtuned. It's kind of nuts how fast things fall apart. This is a rough run. Like, this run is not great. Gotta say. It's alright, but it could be better. This is bad. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did there. I've opened myself up to the wall getting jumped and killing me. Extremely so. I can't build up because my population is so low. I had to take that territory expansion. We're stabilizing now, but still, it's a little scary. Scary. But no, I feel like I'm poised to be good at this game. Slay the Spire, or not Slay the Spire, Monster Train. It's weird though, because like, most of the people who started watching me during Slay the Spire, and in Slay the Spire I didn't try. Like, I spent all my time being like, hey, what's something ridiculous we can do on this one? What's something really silly we can do that'll probably lose, and let's just smash my head into a bunch of different silly runs until we win. Fletcher House. Using leader ability gives you 2 golden arrows into your hand. This is new, and this is great. That's really good. I like that a lot. But like, most of the people who watch me are like, haha, this guy is bad at video games. He's terrible. And so trying to make that transition from like, haha, this guy's bad to, you know, hey, maybe I'm actually decent at this game is not easy. It's been an interesting transition because it's like, oh man, not Vault. Worthless. If only I'd taken commission now. I mean, I just play this. It was on my gold, and then in a disaster, we have it. It's alright. You know, it's been weird to try and be like, haha, no, wait, like, I'm like one of the few people on High Covenant right now, it's okay. But, you know, also last night I just didn't win a single run because I got my ass beat repeatedly. I don't know, 2 of the runs I lost last night, I'll be honest with you, I don't feel that bad about losing them because it was like, oh yeah, this is a great run, but you lose to this version of the final boss. Because there's 3 versions of the final boss if you haven't played the game. And they each do a specific thing, so one of them will like lower your unit's attack, one of them will can make your spells consume, so over the course of the fight you'll run out of spells, and one of them lowers your buffs, and I fought the one that lowers your buffs when I had my main strategy be buffing, and I fought the one that lowers your attack when I just had a bunch of low attack units that attacked a lot of times. And both of those losses, like, the interesting thing is, what you have to, I can look at that and I can go, ah, well, game sucks. But in reality, and this is something that I had, basically, something I had to learn in Ratropolis as well, is like, I knew going into the fight which boss we were facing, like, it tells you. And so, despite it being like, oh, I can go, oh yeah, this isn't really my fault, you know, oh man, just unlucky, right? But in reality, it's like, it's my fault. I could have prepared myself. Like, I knew, it's not like that boss was a surprise, you know? Trying a slightly different strategy here since we have Fletchers. I'm just gonna, like, kill the bosses from afar. I wonder what happens if they break your vault. Do you think that it costs you all the money inside? Because that would suck if it did. I have to really protect that thing if that is how it works. However, we're not gonna find out. What's this guard doing here? I respect this hustle. I wonder if he'll get shot at. That's interesting. He will get shot at. Huh. Cool. I've learned something about the AI in this game now. Okay, it doesn't cost you all the money inside. That's great news. Deadline. I feel like Deadline sucks. I'm gonna be honest with you. After playing with it, I don't think this card's good. Especially in this run, this is horrible. We're just gonna take an upgrade. If you upgrade Jewel, they changed it so that this card gets all of its money back, which is super worth it here. Our big fear is no frontline. That'll be something that gets fixed in time. We're gonna upgrade. We're gonna wait. No, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna upgrade Jewel. No, we're gonna wait. I'm gonna upgrade Fletcher. I want more arrows, because this is my whole plan right now. I wonder if you can win with just golden arrows. I'm gonna need some more taxes for that. But no, like, shifting my mindset in Ratropolis helped me to become better at this game. I would honestly say I'm pretty good at Ratropolis at this point. I feel like I'm able to win with a decent amount of consistency. Some people have claimed that this game is all random and it's all luck, and I'm pretty sure that it's not. At this point, after playing it for this long, I'm pretty sure it's not. It's like you can really, people say the same about Slay the Spire, right? Game's all luck, but if you're smart about it, you can find yourself with more wins than the next guy. In Slay the Spire, you can find yourself on a 10-game winning streak if you're really smart about it. I find that this game, there is a bit more of a randomness element to it, but in a lot of the runs where I go, oh man, I feel like this one I just lost, it was just random chance, it's more not random chance, and it's more, well, you idiot, you should have, like, oh, I passed something that I was like, oh, this sucks, but is actually gonna win me the run, sort of situation, you know? Pass on like a defensive building that would have helped keep me alive or something like that. Oh, we're against, the Weasel Brothers. It means we're against the Foxes. Like, houses. I need money. Or, I mean, I need houses. I need taxes. What I really need is I'm gonna need, like, 2 upgrades pretty soon. But no, it's interesting when... It's interesting to see myself have this opinion change, I think. Because I used to be on the, oh, it's all luck train, until I started to look into it and be like, oh wait, no. You can just be good at this game. Both of them. Which game am I talking about? Yeah, both. You can be good at Ratropolis and Slay the Spire. You just gotta put the time in, which is why I think that, because the initial takes I'm hearing are that like Monster Train is gonna be maybe luck based, and I think it might be a little more than the other games. I think that your start in Monster Train basically dictates the entire run. If you just have like a unfortunate start, and there's a few bosses that you can't tell which mini bosses you face ahead of time, and if you face the wrong mini boss ahead of time, you're just gonna get whacked. Like there are some mini bosses that just will hard counter your run, but I think part of the difficulty there is gonna be insulating yourself so that you don't just get auto-killed by one of the mini-bosses, right? But I've been playing a lot of that game. It's fun. I'm having a good time with it. They added in like a little indicator to show you how much their number goes up by. That's pretty cool. Movable. This card's really interesting. Distraction. I feel like, I mean, it is worthless. On this map, nothing even knocks you back. But it's a cool idea. Like, I feel like there should be something that it works on, something that it's good for. Labor, honestly, I think is too late. I'll be honest. I think that this is not the way to go. I know, right? But the thing is, once we get settled in here, once we get set up, we're not even going to need labor. We're just going to one-shot everything. I just need population and money. That's all. Everything else is secondary. I mean, even here, right, with only 3 of them and 35 population, we're holding it down pretty well here. The laborers would basically just be for the 1 or 2 enemies that do walk up on me. But, nah, I don't think I need it. But yeah, Monster Train is fun. If you haven't played it and you like deck builders, you should definitely check it out. Game's really cool. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that. But you should still check it out. I think we'll take card removal. I don't need to do anymore. We'll take leader level up. We're more or less there. It's just take houses, win the game. Another thing, you gotta take a lot of houses in this game. Something that I was definitely not too keen on at the start of my time playing it. Is like, I don't want to take houses, I want to take the cool stuff. But it turns out that houses are actually really good. Turns out you just gotta spam houses. I mean, honestly. I think one of the most interesting things about Ratropolis is that I think the way you play the game and the way the game is meant to be played by the devs are 2 very different things. Like, it feels to me like you're supposed to play this where you take a bunch of cards and you utilize those cards. Yeah, you just take you take like 30, 40 card decks, right? And, oh yeah, that's right, we have this draw. In reality, the way you play this game is you just take like 6 cards. You remove aggressively and get yourself to a position where no matter what, you can recover, right? Get a cool infinite going, things like that. It's an interesting little side-by-side comparison. You can take fruit and replace grain, however, I probably should, right? It's better. I may as well. There's no good reason not to, anyway. Waiting. Just waiting. This is a weird one, for sure, because normally the run has big money troubles and nothing else, but this run I just have not been given enough houses. Right? That's what this one is. I have no houses. Okay, these golden arrows are doing a lot of work. If I had a little more tact, it would be great. But that's the no houses thing. Once again. And I think that this is the easier of the bosses for sure. You guys are gonna dip out of here. I wonder how Danger from the general, like the card that summons a boss, I wonder what that summons if you summon it on the desert on this section. Can you summon just one of those bandits? Because that would be weird. Wouldn't that be weird? I need an upgrade here, by the way. I need to upgrade Jewel. Nice. Excellent. Goes back to 300 gold here. Perfect. Good enough, let's say. 300 gold. Every time I redraw now. How much in the vault? 519 in case I need it. Keep your eyes peeled for any new cards as well. Continue to search. Yeah, nah. Take a random military card. It should be good, in theory. Look at this. We got 3 of these boys out with 2 labors going, and they're not even getting close. All right, they're getting a little close. Yep, I'm pretty sure if we get to 10, 10, 5 on either side, so that's 50 population. If we get to 60 population, we win this run. That's my hot take for you here. I cannot get population. It's crazy. I can't get Alfred houses. This is nuts. I need to get like a praiser or some shit. This will removal on grain. The monastery's fine, but like I don't need it. I'm gonna start firing off these waves. I have no reason not to. There's nothing I'm really waiting for at this point. Except for like wave ends, right? I don't have any buildings that need time. I'm maxed out on population. I don't need money. We can just fire off. It doesn't matter. We're just waiting, right? I need the waves to end. I need houses. That's it. I think pretty soon I'm going to be moving back off of Leader Plus and returning to the normal game. They changed a few things in the normal game as well. Oh, I do want this mansion, but I need to take the house. Yeah, there's a few things new in the normal game that I want to show off. Mainly, they changed the big change they made. I mentioned this earlier. They changed Crossbow Rat again. He's they have done it to my boy. Crossbow Rat. Yeah, I think he might be back to garbage. I can't 100% say for certain. He might be really good though. I can't really tell. Basically, if you didn't see it, they lowered his damage back to 4. He does 4 damage with his shots now, but they changed his reload time. So instead of reloading, it was 10 seconds before, it's now like 3 seconds. Something like that. Which is a pretty big change, I will say. However, you know, still kind of sucks what they did to my boy. This is a full-on jewel economy. I don't have one of these. Like, I've never had one of these, actually. This is a new one. I've never banked an entire economy on jewel like this, but it's working. Watchtower, change. Change isn't terrible, right? I'm gonna try taking change here. In theory, what this card should be is it should be consistent generation of good cards, right? If I'm using it on things like fruit. I basically just want to fish for a specific rarity of card. Oh, commission. Hang on. I'll take this. I'll pay a little bit of money here for an upgrade. Will I? Hang on. I mean, I've already committed. Only I could upgrade commission with it. Not commission. The other one. Actually, upgrading change there isn't that good for me. I don't think. Overseers are dying, but it's okay because we have the golden arrows. Golden arrows, any way to cut through like this is important in this sort of a situation. Now it's a little bit more scary because I can't really put these overseers down. They'll give me like 1 or 2 volleys off, which is actually enough. Never mind. I'm just gonna change this commission away. I don't want it anymore. Alright. Alright, I hear what you're saying to me, Ratropolis. I hear you loud and clear. I hear what you're trying to tell me. I'm not sure why you're trying to tell me this, but I hear it. I have heard you. Redraw time up is weird, but not bad. Labor effects are faster is actually bad. We'll probably just upgrade Gather. That's fine. So the upgrade to... the upgrade... I want to hit epics is what I want right now. I want epic cards from change. Because I want apartments. So we want to just discard commons. Termination? Nope. Worthless. Now we want our time as well. And this is where I want to have a little more time because we want to be able to fill everything out here. We're not set anymore. We have population to spare. But I don't need a ton of time. Discard jewel. Give me a legendary. Deadline? Too bad it's not free. There's no reason for me to hold on to these golden arrows. They're probably not even worth playing at this point. 14 damage to enemies with 200 health is probably not going to make a big difference. Ooh, and I'm sometimes going to hit my own boys with it. Yeah, we're behind right now. The thing I need to do is I need to get ahead. What does that mean? Because I just said I said nothing there? Yeah, good point. What I need to do is I need to get like 13 overseers out on one side, and then I just need to be lucky. Tax for labor, nah. I need money. Oh yeah, that's right. I have 2,800 in the vault here, I forgot. I guess we're just holding vault for now? Weird. It's okay, I mean, it lets me get a legendary. 344 on a golden archer? Probably not. Even with recorder, it's a little hard. My jewel is running out here, right? It's 160 now. It's closing in on 0. I guess we should do gather. Does it give me smithy? Nah. It's close, it's an epic building, so good try. But not quite right. We're almost done on this side. I mean, I just need one more guard and then we'll see, right? Play to redraw, please. I need to get fruit guards here. How are they doing? Okay, I need a little more than I have here. Oh god, fire arrows, huh? That's not great. It's not bad, right? Because we'll one-shot everything if I can get there. It's just a little, we're a little scary. I'm gonna remove Vault at this point. It actually helped me out quite a bit here. Legendary building or unit, golden company. We're a little bit afraid. I'll admit it. I'm not 100% on this run. I'm a little scared. Okay, that's gonna help. Apartment's gonna help a lot. Raise tax does not help. Our taxes are too low. But that's a big boost. 10 more population to work with. Oh god, I have no space. Okay. I need to play fruit. I'm gonna need to go through all 2,800 gold here. And then if we run out of money, we're just doomed. But that's okay. I'm just gonna not run out of money. Winery? Not quite. This is maybe more wave time? Duplicate a card. Too bad I can't duplicate the jewel at full cost, right? It's too low. Yeah. I never take that event. Like, very, very rarely do I pick that. Gold Tower. 56 damage right now. I think not. Almost there, right? It's close. 32 damage increase. Like, if we take a look, right? How's it looking? Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'll say it's looking alright. These fire arrows are a little bit worrying, but you know, when are they not? You lost, idiot. You can make a great case for me to take that syringe event there. This is another one of those runs where I've just been like very laser focused on the run, but it's real close. Wait, they made Golden Tower legendary? I didn't know that. Holy shit, they nerfed this card. It's not that big of a nerf. Was there a territory expansion here? No, of course not. I almost want to take Undertaker. I'll take the guard upgrade. There's no reason not to. The library I just want to not even bother with. Right, so we probably want to sit somewhere around here for our... I need to play more fruit. That's what I'm needing here. And I think I need more Fletchers. Oh, there we go. Got an apartment. Hell yeah. What I also would win if we just got another jewel. Every time I say jewel, though, I think of course, jewel pods, which you know, I can't stop thinking about basically every moment of the day. I'm just thinking about jewel pods. I'm not thinking about jewel pods every moment of the day. Does that card count? It does not. So if you get an arrow shower, you'll never get golden arrows out of it. Good thing to know. We're actually kind of in a gold equilibrium here, surprisingly enough. Like, because of Recorder, I'm making enough money from just playing these fruits to stay afloat here. So thankfully, Recorder is gonna just carry me, it looks like. But yeah, they're getting to like pull the arrow back, which is a little scary. But they're not quite getting to fire it. Any other map, by the way, I'm like 100% we win this one. But this one, of course, the desert. It's a little shaky, as is often the case. I'm gonna start firing these off though, because we're strong. We have all our fruits played out. We're as strong as we're gonna be here. Oh yeah, it also comes down to if our units miss or not, doesn't it? 8, 7, and it also comes down to like if they, yeah, boys. Probably the most iconic thing, probably one of the first memories you have of this game, because we always remember things that are terrible, at least I do, is just watching an entire army stand in fire and going, man, is there nothing I can do about this? And then finding out that the answer is no, you can do nothing. Convoy, I think this is new. Let me actually look. Let me look real quick. I can pull up the patch notes. I think this is a new card. This is a new card. Convoy is new. So we've seen 3 of the 4. The only one we haven't seen is Alone. Gain 3 ephemeral 0-cost mercenary cards for X. Huh. That doesn't sound terrible. Early on? 3 free mercenaries? I mean, you're it's a 63 gold card, essentially. If you're paying more than 63 gold, you're overpaying. However, it's also the access to that card, mercenary. I should take this wall. You're kind of paying a premium for access to the card, which isn't necessarily wrong. If that's an unupgraded Overseer, don't take that. Interesting. So we just need to see Lone. The last one. The lone remaining card. The puns only get worse the longer I stream. And like create YouTube videos as well. The longer I do this, the more I just make puns. And I like it. With the numbers over their heads, you can actually see how much, like what, I can see what's better, right? Seems like it's better to go more labors, less overseers. Whoops, as I play overseer there instead of fruit. It's okay. What are they doing on the left side as well? Good, 7-7, not bad. Stop giving me Undertaker, what the hell? Can you smell what the Undertaker is cooking? My favorite wrestling quote. I haven't watched wrestling. I've always been like, hey, wouldn't it'd be kind of cool to get into wrestling, but I've never gotten into it. One of my cousins is really into wrestling. I think he went to SmackDown vs. Raw a while ago, sent me a picture of it. I was like, hey, that's pretty neat. Where'd I get so much population? I took territory expansion. Sorry, I'm playing on autopilot at this point. Like we've more or less got there, so now I'm just kind of cruising through the run. And I think this is why the merchant's better than the general for Leader Plus. He has such an easier time having an economy. Right? My economy right now is literally 2 restaurants and fruit, and also in the early game it was Jewel. If I was the general, I would just be struggling. Unfortunately, Jewels run out, however. That's okay. Yeah, really, I could use the card that I could use the most here, believe it or not. If I could add one card, any card right now, what would I add? I would add Vines. Without a doubt. Vines to this deck. Because the only thing that's a struggle right now is that the enemies are so fast. Like, they're faster than our projectiles can fly. And Vines would handle that quite a bit, I would say. But yeah, I can put more stuff down. I'm not going to. I want to prove to you that you don't, like, in Leader Plus in particular, you really don't need a lot of population with this. You don't need a frontline. Overseer is such a strong unit that he breaks the mold of this game. You don't need, like, frontline, backline. You just need backline plus Overseer here. He's that strong. It's just, these guys are shooting at one target and killing another is how strong we are. But yeah, right now we have, what, 40 population in Overseers and 40 population in Fletcher Guards here. So we are essentially playing this with 90 population. Is it 23? Oh, because one of my Overseers just died. That's why. But with 90 population, and you know, the money's important as well. 90 population can hold this pretty comfortably. And, you know, you can also go, oh, well, skill builds can hold it with 0 population. And then I go, are you sure? I feel like skill builds have changed quite a bit since last we played them. I used to go, like, steel and skill combos. I remember it was a problem where I was like, I had to impose, like, no more steel because I was getting it offered to me so often that I was taking it every time. Is this really the spider? That's wild. I haven't been paying close enough attention. And by close enough attention, I mean I haven't been paying attention at all. It's not the spider. Okay, it's the foxes. Yeah, it had to be the foxes. Hey, wait, is this the run where foxes actually pop off here? Nope. I saw them start to rip through my Overseers and I went, oh, wait a minute. Am I gonna finally lose to Desert Fox? They're fast. That's all that they have going for them now. Yeah. We got another new card in there. You may have forgotten about it, but we did get the Fletcher House. We saw one more. There's only one more card to see, which is Alone. And, you know, I'll probably do a few more general pluses, but probably within the week I'm going to go back to play in normal mode. And I'll probably just alternate around, right? I'm kind of feeling like I want to try and figure out how you get 1768 score. Because that's all that's really left for me to do in normal mode. Or I guess hard mode, but you get me. I'm feeling like we might do that. But yeah, the event guide has started finally. I've hopefully going to have it soon. However, you know, I've said that a lot of times and then I start it and go, oh god, and then just stop. But, you know, I'll get there. Thanks for watching. Let's see what our score was in this one's probably gonna be like low 1600s. You'll get different scores for leader plus, right? Yeah. Okay. If you enjoyed, leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.